They had to follow principles. As a result of them following those principles correctly, when you come in and hit that switch, like, come on. And God's kingdom is the exact same way. He says, take my principles and learn of me. Notice, Jesus never told us to learn religion. He never told us to learn doctrine. He said, learn of me. The starting point of learning of him is recognizing him who he is. He's a king. And then he don't even stop with that. He turns around. He himself turns around and makes this statement. I am Lord of lords and King of kings. What is God saying in that verse? I am Lord of lords. I am King of kings. He's calling you a king. Is it wrong to think, to live, to train your mind like a king when God himself calls you a king, calls you Lord? How do you expect? Consider this thought. God says it's finished. Your life, he finishes your life before he begins it. When God looks at you at the finish line, he sees you as a king in victory. How do you see yourself? Seriously. How do you see yourself in your everyday life? You're supposed to have dominion over every situation life throws you. Because God didn't make any of us to be conquered by life. He made us to conquer life. The only way we can do that is in kingdom dominion. Only way. Because the enemy ain't listening to nothing else. You notice that verse? When the gospel of the kingdom is preached and there's no understanding. Notice, no understanding. That's what he capitalizes on. No understanding. That makes it easy for him to just come and take it from you before it has a chance to germinate. Because it's in there. The seed of God is in there. He just don't want it to grow. So he pulls it before it does grow. And all we got to do is spend time before God and in our everyday discipline of our lives, renew our minds. When we renew our minds, we'll respond differently. We'll think differently. We'll talk differently when we renew our minds. But see, if you can see yourself and be honest with yourself, you don't have to answer me, but be honest with yourself. I know when I get angry, I'm ready to take his head off. That ain't God. That is not kingdom. That's the old man. And God is saying, die to that. Crucify that. Because imagine if you're a woman, if you're a man, God has a purpose for you to go to a foreign country and save thousands of people in revival. And you allow your anger, before it even materializes, you allow your anger to bash your husband's head in, and you go to jail for life. Imagine those thousands of souls. Where are they now? That's why it's imperative to renew your mind, because you never know what God is going to do with you, where he's going to end up taking you. You won't know that until it materializes. He knows it. We don't. But we can mess our lives up, and the devil knows that. We can ruin our lives by operating in the flesh. And that's why God is saying constantly, put a cap on it. Amen?
Amen.
I'm gonna close with that. Amen.